If your legs feel heavy when you walk, if they cramp up painfully at night, or if your feet are always cold, you are not just getting older. It could be a sign of a silent condition that affects millions of Americans called peripheral artery disease. But what if I told you that there are ancient natural drinks made from simple ingredients you may already have in your kitchen that have been used for centuries by wise cultures to help open up the blood flow in the legs? Welcome back to Healthier Daily, the channel where we give you the simple science-backed truths to live a stronger and more independent life after 60. I'm your host, Dr. Ben Carter, and to guide us on this journey through ancient wisdom for these very modern problems, we are joined by a physician who has spent his life studying these powerful traditional remedies from all around the world. It is our great honor to welcome Dr. Shigeki Hinohara.
Thank you for having me, Ben. It is a pleasure. You should think of the blood in your legs like a strong, clean river. It should flow freely and with power. But as we age for many different reasons, this river can become thick and sluggish, and the banks of the river, which are your arteries, can become narrow and clogged. These simple natural drinks are like traditional remedies that have been used for centuries to help that river of life flow freely once again.
And that is exactly what we are going to do today. We are going to take our viewers on a journey around the world through traditional medicines. In this detailed guide, Dr. Hinohara will be our guide as we make several stops around the globe to learn their ancient secrets for healthy circulation. Our first stop will be to explore the wisdom of Asia. Then we will travel to learn about the treasures of Ayurveda and Europe. And we will finish our journey by discovering the heritage of the Americas. It is a true blessing to have this ancient wisdom, which is now being confirmed by our modern science, to help us care for our bodies. If you are ready to join us on this healing journey and discover these potentially life-saving drinks, please type the number 1 in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. It's completely free, and this guide is full of powerful and hopeful information. Okay, doctor, our journey begins. Let's travel across the world to our first destination to learn about these ancient remedies. Where are we starting?
We will begin our journey in Asia, in the ancient and wise traditions of China and of my own home, Japan. In these cultures, the problem of poor circulation is often seen as an invasion of cold and dampness into the body. This is the energy that causes the blood to become stagnant and sluggish. So many of the most powerful traditional remedies are designed to be warming and drying to gently push out this cold and get the river of the blood flowing strongly again.
And the 2 most famous warming spices in the entire world come from this very tradition. Let's start with ginger and cinnamon.
Yes. In traditional Chinese medicine, these 2 spices are considered masters at warming the meridians and expelling the cold dampness that can cause pain and stiffness. They are the foundational remedies for anyone who feels that their circulation is slow and that their body is cold. I had a patient, a woman in her late 60s. Her main complaints were a perfect picture of this cold stagnation. She told me that her feet were always like blocks of ice, even under a warm blanket at night. And at the same time, her mind felt foggy and slow, especially in the mornings. It was as if her entire system, from her head to her toes, was not getting enough warm, energizing flow. The very first thing we did was have her start her day with a simple, warming tea made from a few slices of fresh ginger and 1 Ceylon cinnamon stick. This was not a complicated medicine. It was a simple daily act of bringing gentle warmth and movement back into her system.
And that feeling of bringing warmth is a very real physiological effect that modern science can now explain. The active compounds in these spices, the gingerols in the ginger, and the cinnamaldehyde in the cinnamon, are both powerful vasodilators. That is a scientific term that means they help to relax and to open up the small blood vessels throughout your body. When these blood vessels open up, more warm oxygen, rich blood can flow to your extremities, to your cold feet, and also to your foggy brain. So that ancient traditional concept of expelling cold is in modern science the very real act of improving circulation.
So ginger and cinnamon bring the warmth and the movement. And from the Japanese tradition, we add two other important plants for healthy aging and for circulation. They are green tea and the ancient ginkgo leaf. In Japan, drinking a green tea is a daily ritual not just for its calming effect on the mind, but because we have known for centuries that it helps to keep the blood vessels clean and flexible. And the ginkgo leaf has always been revered in the East as the great protector of the mind and of the small, delicate blood vessels.
The science on both of these is absolutely incredible. With green tea, as we have discussed before on Healthier Daily, its power comes from the potent antioxidants called catechins, with the most famous one being EGCG. These compounds are masters at protecting and healing the very delicate inner lining of our blood vessels, which is called the endothelium. A healthy, smooth, and flexible lining is absolutely essential for preventing the inflammation that can lead to plaque buildup and blockages. And ginkgo is a true specialist. It is famous all over the world for its ability to improve microcirculation. This is the blood flow to the tiniest and most delicate capillaries in your entire body, the tiny capillaries in your brain that support your memory, the ones in your eyes that protect your vision, and of course, the ones in your feet and your toes. For your patient who was feeling both the cold feet and the foggy mind, this is a perfect combination. The ginger and the cinnamon provide the general body-wide warmth, and the ginkgo provides the targeted delivery of that warm, oxygen-rich blood to those very small and very important areas. It is a beautiful example of how these different blessed plants from the earth have their own unique and specific jobs to do to help heal our bodies. So the ancient wisdom from Asia gives us a powerful quartet of warming and protective herbs to improve circulation. Doctor, where does our healing journey around the world take us next?
Our next stops on our journey take us to two other places of deep healing wisdom. We will travel first to India, to the ancient tradition of Ayurveda, and then to the green fields of Europe to learn from their folk medicine. Both of these traditions have given us powerful plants for cleansing and for balancing the entire circulatory system.
Let's start with the wisdom of Ayurveda and the golden spice of India that has become so famous all over the world, turmeric.
Yes, in the ancient system of Ayurvedic medicine, poor circulation is often seen as a result of an internal imbalance. It is seen as a buildup of what is called ama, or metabolic toxins in the body. This buildup is what leads to chronic inflammation. Turmeric, especially when it is combined with its faithful partner black pepper, is the master herb for helping to clear this ama and to powerfully reduce inflammation throughout the entire body.
And the modern science on this is just incredible and continues to grow every single day. The main active compound in turmeric is, of course, curcumin. Curcumin is one of the most potent natural anti-inflammatory compounds that has ever been discovered. It works on a very deep cellular level to help quiet the inflammatory signals that can make our blood vessels become stiff and damaged over time. But as we have said many times before in Healthier Daily, and it is the most important part of this Ayurvedic wisdom, the secret is always the piperine in the black pepper. We must always remember that simple, freshly ground black pepper can increase your body's absorption of that powerful curcumin by up to 2,000%. This traditional combination is a foundational tool for creating a healthy, non-inflammatory environment for all of your arteries and veins.
So, Ayurveda gives us the master anti-inflammatory. And from the traditional folk medicine of Europe, we get two wonderful plants that are especially excellent for people who are dealing with swelling in their legs and with high blood pressure. These two plants are the hibiscus flower and the dandelion root. I had a patient, a woman in her early 70s. Her two main health problems were high blood pressure and very noticeable swelling or edema in her ankles and her lower legs. She told me that by the end of the day, her legs felt heavy and full of fluid, and it was very uncomfortable for her. She was, of course, working with her doctor to manage her blood pressure, but she was looking for a gentle, natural support to add to her routine. We had her start a simple daily tea made from dried hibiscus flowers and a little bit of dried dandelion root. After a few months of this consistent habit, she reported back to me that the puffiness in her ankles was significantly reduced. Her legs felt much lighter, and her blood pressure readings that she took at home had also become more stable. The two herbs were working together as a perfect team to help her body to release the excess fluid and to gently relax her blood vessels.
That is a beautiful story of that natural synergy. Let's look at how both of those herbs work because it's so intelligent. First, the hibiscus. As we've discussed before, multiple high-quality scientific studies have now shown that drinking hibiscus tea can help to gently lower blood pressure. It is believed to work in a way that is very similar to a class of blood pressure medications called ACE inhibitors. It helps the blood vessels to relax and to widen, which takes a lot of strain off the heart. And the dandelion root works on a completely different but very complementary system. Dandelion is a classic and a very gentle natural diuretic. This means that it helps the kidneys to safely and gently release excess water and excess sodium from the body. This directly reduces the fluid buildup that was causing your patient's uncomfortable swelling. It also has a powerful and very beneficial effect on the lymphatic system, which is the body's other critical drainage system for waste products and for excess fluid. So the hibiscus is helping to relax the pipes, and the dandelion is helping to drain the excess fluid out of the system. It is a perfect combination for a person who is dealing with swollen, heavy legs. It is just another blessed example of how nature provides these different plants, each with its own specific and intelligent job to do, to help bring our bodies back into a state of healthy balance. This is just incredible, Doctor. The depth of wisdom from these ancient traditions is so inspiring. We love sharing this with our global community. To help us see our global community, please let us know what city, state, or country you are watching from. We love hearing from all of you. So the ancient wisdom from Asia gives us a powerful quartet of warming and protective herbs and leaves. And the traditions of Ayurveda in Europe give us these wonderful cleansing and balancing remedies. Doctor, where is the final stop on our healing journey around the world?
Our final stop on our journey brings us to the Americas to explore the powerful plants that were used by the indigenous cultures here for thousands of years for vitality and for strength. We will talk about three in particular: the fiery cayenne pepper, the beautiful pomegranate, and the rich cacao bean, which is used to make dark chocolate.
And what is so fascinating, Doctor, is that all three of these very different plants from this region work on the same powerful circulation-boosting pathway in the body. They are all masters at helping the body to produce more of that magical molecule we have talked about before, nitric oxide. Let's break them down. The capsaicin and the cayenne pepper, which is what gives it that spicy heat, also stimulates the nerve endings in your blood vessels, and this triggers a very rapid release of nitric oxide. This is what gives you that immediate warming and opening sensation. The pomegranate is a little different. It is packed with very special antioxidants that help to protect the nitric oxide that your body naturally produces from being destroyed by free radicals. So the pomegranate is a nitric oxide protector. It helps the benefits to last longer in your system. And finally, the flavonoids that are found in pure dark cacao have also been shown in studies to stimulate the cells in your artery walls to produce more of their own natural nitric oxide. So all three of these plants are working together as a perfect team to create and to protect this powerful vessel opener.
And it is this powerful effect that can produce what some people would rightly call a miracle. This brings me back to the most powerful story from our source text. It was about the 67-year-old gentleman who was facing the amputation of his leg because of a dangerous blood clot and a complete lack of circulation. His daughter gave him a traditional drink that contained fresh ginger, which we have already discussed, but it was also rich in the same powerful compounds that are found in these deep red fruits like dark cherries, pomegranates, and grapes. These compounds work together to both gently thin the blood and to dramatically open up his blood vessels. After just 2 weeks of drinking this daily, his circulation was restored. It was the healing power of these ancient plants.
That is a story of the incredible power of hope and of nature. So, Doctor, we have now completed our journey around the world. We have this amazing collection of 10 different healing drinks. For our viewers at home, this might feel a little bit overwhelming. To bring all of this global wisdom together, how can we create a simple and a practical weekly routine?
That is the final and most important piece of the puzzle. You must not feel that you have to try to drink all of these at once. That would be unwise. The true wisdom is in creating a gentle, rotating rhythm that gives your body a variety of benefits. Here is a very simple plan. Perhaps on Monday and Tuesday, when you are starting your week and you want to feel warm and energized, you can focus on the warming spices from Asia. You can have your simple and delicious ginger and cinnamon tea. On Wednesday and Thursday, perhaps, you can focus on the nitric oxide boosters from the Americas. You can have that wonderful beetroot and pomegranate juice in the morning to really open up your blood vessels. And on Friday and the weekend, you can enjoy one of the gentle cleansing teas from Europe, like the hibiscus tea, to help your body relax and detoxify before the new week begins. By rotating the drinks in this way, you're giving your body a wide variety of different healing compounds. You are always keeping your system guessing and responsive, and you will not get bored with the flavors. This is the path of sustainable long-term healing.
That is a beautiful and a very wise plan, Doctor. It is a way to honor the blessed diversity of all the healing plants that have been given to us from every single corner of the world. Doctor, this has been an incredible journey around the world. You have taken us through a full pharmacy of natural ancient drinks to help fight back against chronic leg pain. You have grouped them into 3 powerful and easy to understand functional categories: the blood movers to help with thick, sluggish blood, the vessel openers to help widen our arteries, and the artery cleansers to help heal the lining of our vessels. This is a complete and a very holistic approach to senior health. By choosing a drink from the right category for their specific needs, our viewers can take a very targeted and intelligent approach to relieving their chronic leg pain. This knowledge is so empowering, and it is a true cornerstone of a proactive senior health strategy. It is a practical and a gentle way to fight back against the daily discomfort of leg pain and to reclaim a more comfortable and active life.
I want to leave you with this one final thought, which is our master protocol. You must not feel that you have to try to drink all 10 of these at once. That would be unwise and overwhelming. Instead, I encourage you to listen to your body. What is your biggest problem? Do you feel that your blood is sluggish and your feet are cold? Then you should choose a drink from our blood movers category. Do you feel that your blood vessels are tight and your blood pressure is a concern? Then you should choose a drink from the vessel openers. The goal is gentle, consistent, daily support. That is the true path of wisdom.
That is beautiful and very wise advice, Doctor. To listen to our bodies and to choose our remedies with wisdom. It's about being good stewards of our health by respecting both the blessed gifts from the earth and the timeless wisdom that has been passed down to us through generations. And of course, it is absolutely critical that you speak with your personal doctor before adding new and powerful herbs or remedies to your daily routine, especially if you are currently taking any medications like blood thinners or blood pressure medication. Please remember that our conversation today is for educational purposes. If you found this guide helpful and empowering, please give this video a like so that others can find this vital information, and be sure to share it with a friend or a family member who you know is struggling with leg pain or poor circulation. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It is completely free, and it ensures you will not miss our next practical health guide. And for our community discussion today, we would love to know, which of these ancient drinks are you most interested in trying, and which part of the world's wisdom spoke to you the most? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for being with us. Be well and may your health flow freely.